Hello, this is Dr. Ross. In this video, I would like to show you how to calculate mean and variance and standard deviation for a data set that looks like this. So in this data set, we have customer numbers. These are unique identifiers for 300 customers for this bank. And we have age, marital status, annual income, mortgage amount, and number of payments per year, total amounts paid, and whether there is a default on this mortgage or not. So let me just do first thing first, create a pivot table starting from A1, Control Shift right arrow to select the row, all the columns, and Control Shift down arrow to select all the rows, and then click Insert, and then here you can click on Pivot Table. I would like to create my pivot table in a new worksheet. Click OK. And I would like to label this sheet as mean and variance. Okay, so I could calculate mean and variance for different measures, but let's say I'm interested in payments per year. I'll put in my column. It looks like either 4, 12, or 24 payments per year, and then whether we go to which one is more common. So I want to understand number of counts. So I put it here. I don't want to have sum, I want to have count. So click on this drop down menu, and then here you will see value field settings, and here you can choose count instead of sum. Click OK. So now you can see that there are 300 customers. Out of these 300 customers, 45 of them are paying 4 times a year, 180 of them pay 12 times a year, and 75 of them pay 24 times a year. Okay, so if I convert these numbers into percentages, that will give me the probabilities. So right click on that cell, and here you will see value field settings. And under value field setting, you can show the values as the percentage of grand total or percentage of row total, because that's the only thing I have. So let's go with grand total and click OK. So you can see here the percentages for or probabilities or percentages for each payment option. Okay, so now I can calculate the average number of payments. So if I calculate average or mean, they're the same thing. Basically, you gotta multiply the number of payments per year times corresponding probabilities. To do that, we use sum product in Excel. I would like to multiply these values by their corresponding probabilities. Okay, so as you see, the average number of payments per year is 13.8. Let's calculate the variance. To be able to calculate variance, I need to understand the distance between each observation versus the average. So what I'm gonna do is I will calculate here x minus mu, which is the average, square. I take square because I don't want positive and negative deviations to cancel each other out. So then this will be in parentheses 4 minus average, right? Close parentheses, square. All right, so if I drag it right, what do I need to fix? Obviously, I need to fix the mean. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, what I would like to do is click back to my first calculation cell and click on the red cell right here and press F4 to lock that cell. All right, so then now you can drag it. So you can see the distance from each observation to mean square right here. Now, if I add these up, I can calculate the probabilities if the probabilities were the same. However, the probabilities are not the same, so I need to multiply these values with their corresponding probabilities. What do I mean by that? Again, sum product, the square distances times their corresponding probabilities. So it's weighted average. And then here's your variance, which is 42.36. That shows the variability. But personally, I like standard deviation more than variance because variance is square units, which doesn't mean anything in general in life. Instead, if I take the square root of these, it will give me a number of payments, so which makes more sense. All right, square root of this value will give me deviation in number of payments. So it looks like this is 6.51. So what does it tell me? So if this was a normal distribution, I know if I go 2 standard deviation up and 2 standard deviation down, which is between 0 to 26, 27, will give me 95% of the probability. So it's a wide range. Really, standard deviation is huge. So that tells me that mean doesn't mean much because of the high deviation. That's it for this video. Until next video, enjoy business analytics.